Walshy, 2034, staying in Blue Bagger, mate. How good?
Yeah, super pumped, mate. Nice to have it sorted before the start of the year, but I always knew what I wanted to do and just happy it all worked out, and the club's been great in that process. But to look back on my 7 years and how much opportunity and time they've given me, so hopefully I can repay that with the rest of my career being at the club.
CD mentioned earlier that you kind of didn't negotiate with any other club, like you just knew it was going to be Carlton. Is that a fair assessment of how it all played out?
Yeah, and that's how I wanted it to be. Wasn't in any rush with the contract because I've still got this year to play out too. But we know what it's like with the media side of it these days of trying to probably push certain narratives. But yeah, I've been lucky to have a lot of good mates made here, and to see the direction that the club's going in with. Probably, yeah, I feel like I've got a really balanced list and all those things go into the decision. But at the end of the day, I'd never wanted to leave.
Who was the first kind of teammate that you told, or they all find out at the same time in there?
Yeah, I tried to keep it pretty quiet, particularly, yeah, I sort of didn't really know it was going to be finalised until last night. So I seen the boys this morning, seen Cripper as he walked in and let him know that re-signed. And from there, when we all walked in as a team, I think a few of the boys knew and was letting a lot of the boys know that it's where I wanted to be and it was close enough to happening. So glad it all worked out. And yeah, keen to have a lot of good times ahead with those boys.
You mentioned that, wanted to create great memories and also building something with the Carlton family. How confident are you in this group and this club on the way forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I think as a group, we want to let our footy do the talking this year. You can say we feel confident or this or that, but it's about doing it out there. But I feel like pre-season's been very, very balanced approach with the way we want to play. Really like how we've been bringing everyone's strengths into it. And from there, you can just really see the excitement that guys are having for each other, which it's been really good to see.
You re-signed last time before the season started, mate. How much of a relief we just have that kind of out of the way and get ready for opening round next week?
Yeah, it means to just get down to business now. Round zero is obviously a great way to kick off the year on the road with the team, and from there, hopefully, we can just keep showing everyone the footy that we want to play, and yeah, we can move on from the good pre-season block and get after it.
Mentioned the kind of faith in the direction of the footy club of their new few faces at the footy club. How much of that kind of new blood and new wave excite you going forward?
Yeah, it really has, and that at times back end of last year when it was a tougher year, even with coming back from injury, I was sort of doing sessions to try and come back and play with Benny Campo and Jagger Smith, and I mentioned at the end of that year just like seeing how much they want to have success at this club. Really, I can see that from the younger boys, and then a lot of the guys that we've got in have sort of fit into that age demographic, just a bit older than me. So some good guys to look up to there, and I think we've already seen from one practice match the energy that they're going to bring, and they're just really down to earth fellas that like sort of getting to work and bringing a good vibe to the place.
You mentioned in 2018 before you got drafted that whoever picked you basically had you for life. Is that a fair assessment today that's actually happening?
Yeah, I'm glad that that's been able to come to fruition. Really, you just never know, and I was probably pretty young and naive saying that at the time, but to then get drafted to a club like Carlton, and yeah, we've had some good times and some tougher times, but I think that all builds for a good story, and yeah, there's a lot ahead for this group, I think.
You mentioned the good times. What does Carlton look like when it's at its very best, mate?
Yeah, well, we don't have to look back too far. Like a lot of people can have their opinions. That's fine, and we're not really worried about that. But we know, like, we played finals a couple of years ago, and we played in big games, which you can really feel the excitement for. But for us now, it's more. I think the camp down in line really kicked off a good start to the year with how we want to go ahead and just keep on coming back to that throughout the year, because we know there's going to be pressure. We're going to have form. Some's going to have good form, but how do you just stay steady and really sort of, I don't know, we know what we want to get to, but stick to what we know.
So much talk, as with anyone that's coming out of contract about a free agency year and the options to kind of look elsewhere for what would, I guess, bringing success to this footy club mean to you after 7 years here, another 8 to go.
Yeah, that's what it. When I think to that, I just couldn't think of anything better than winning something at this club. I feel as though that each year that I've been at the club, you learn different lessons, so it's piecing it all together, and hopefully I can be a big part in keeping a strong culture here and even setting up the success for the club in many years to come, because I'll player now, past player one day, but just seeing the club go really well, and I've had a lot of people help me on my journey that aren't here now and that are still here. So yeah, I just feel like hopefully, good times to come, and a lot of those people can enjoy that.
I think Carlton supporters have kind of been riding this wave of the contract news with. I think Toomey broke it in stages. Yeah. It's kind of been going out there every few days, but over the last night and this morning, what kind of messages have come through from the Carlton faithful about the fact that you're sticking around?
Yeah, well, I haven't actually checked my phone yet, but can imagine that be a lot of love, which I'm really appreciative of. Every time I go down the street, yeah, there's always Carlton supporters just wanting to see us do well, and it's a really cool thing to have a passionate group. And I always sort of link it back to when we played against Gold Coast in 2023, and we played a quarter of footy that the fans really got around and enjoyed, and everyone was standing up as we were walking off the ground at half time. So to know that they just want to see us do well, and it means a lot, and hopefully that I've shown how much the club means to me by this contract.
Obviously, you're an Ocean Grove boy and always will be, but do you feel like you've embraced the northern suburbs life that comes with being in Carlton?
Yeah, and that's the other part of it. I've really become somewhat attached to the area in a really good way. I feel like for everyone that lives in Melbourne, they know it can become pretty suburban living. Being around sort of Carlton Fitzroy area, it's a great vibe. You can feel the sense of history, and even when I was making that decision, it's like take away the on-field stuff, the off-field stuff. I'm really happy with where I'm at. A lot of my good mates live around the area, and yeah, a lot of good memories to be had. And there's even a few pubs with the old Carlton stuff and memorabilia of the old times. So hopefully we can add a few new photos to a few of them.